Hey everybody, I wanted to quickly tell you how I made this Easter basket. This is a completely, well, not completely because this is not clay, but the Easter basket and the Easter eggs are all made out of homemade clay dough, not Play-Doh, but clay dough that's been baked in the oven. So isn't that cool? That Easter basket's hard and feels like plastic, Joshua said. So the way that I made it is the recipe, if you don't get all this, is on the website. But you take 1 cup of all-purpose dough, you take half a cup of salt, half a cup of water, and 1 tablespoon of some sort of oil. I used olive oil because that's what we use at home, but you can use vegetable oil. That would probably be cheaper and easier, and if I had it, that's what I would have used. So after you do that, you mix them all together, mix it up, and then you really need to let it sit for about, I let mine sit for about an hour, and it made stiffer eggs that didn't kind of like collapse. Wrap that in plastic as it sits so it doesn't dry out and you don't get kind of gritty like that crusty thing on the outside. After you do that, take it out, form your Easter egg. You can add food coloring. I have some that I added food coloring to, like this one that I think made neat colors. Not this part, that's acrylic, but that's food coloring. So you can add food coloring if you want to. And then, so I rolled it out, trying to make it look like an egg, and I put it into my small muffin tin. It's dirty because I haven't washed it yet. So put it into the small muffin tin. Remember to make it a little bit skinnier than you want it to be because gravity is going to make it drop. Also, it makes it have, you'll have like edges that you don't want. So I had to accessorize. Some of mine cracked and some of them had, because of the muffin tin, it had like a line in it. But I accessorized and you can't tell it. At one time I used parchment paper, which they didn't crack as bad, but then I had weird designs in the eggs. So you can do that or not. They're not going to be perfect eggs, so be prepared to accessorize with pretty ribbons to hide it. After that, I made the basket with the same materials that you'll get off my website, the homemade clay, and I used this pan. I put parchment paper over it. I draped my dough over it so you can tell like that. So I draped it over it. I put it on a cookie sheet on the bottom. So the dough was draped over the parchment paper on top, and I baked it. So all of this I baked. It depends on how big your eggs are, but I over baked my second batch of eggs. I probably baked those for 350 for about an hour and a half. Then Sean and I had to go do something, so I baked them for about 2 more hours at 250, and they burned on the bottom, but I painted them and you can't tell, and they are hard. The first batch, I kind of baked them consistently for less time, and I think that probably worked out better. Because the base is thinner and is not round and has all that dough in the middle, you can bake it for less time. But you just need to watch it and see when it hardens and also browns on the bottom or the outside of the egg. And that's when you take it off. After that, to make the rest of my basket, this is the size of a cereal box that I just cut out. I folded them together. I glue gunned them on the inside, and then I attached the two sides together at the top with the glue gun. I wrapped it with ribbon. I didn't do a good job because I'm not good with details. You will probably be good with details, and you do a good job. Wrap it better with ribbons. I just kind of glue gunned the bottom and wrapped, and I wrapped messy. So then I had to further accessorize. I do this a lot with a small ribbon to hide the imperfections of the wrapping that I did. And then I had ribbon upstairs. I just made a bow like you would a Christmas ribbon. I have a craft room, so I have all kinds of weird things laying around. I had a fake flower that I just put on the top. And I didn't have Easter grass. I really wanted Easter grass because no egg basket is complete without it, but I didn't have it. So I did have this green. I tried to knit one time, which was ugly, but I did have this green grass looking yarn, and it's shiny, which I like. So it looks kind of like Easter grass. So that's, oh, and so to put my cereal box handle into this, I just glued the sides. I put a lot of glue on the cereal. Well, it's on the ribbon, but I put it on the side, glued it to this. You, of course, cannot pick up this basket by the handle. It's just for decorative purposes. So I think that's it. And I have my homemade Easter basket and Easter eggs. So you may get one, and I would love to see it. The neat thing about these is you can, I think, we're going to be able to save them. I'm not sure what's going to happen on the inside, but I'm going to try to save mine. I tried to make my whole family make an egg. You know how that went. I did get Joshua to make one. He made this one and painted it black. It must be a boy thing. So I repainted it. Sorry. He agreed that it was a weird egg to be black. You should paint Easter eggs black. But I added yellow to it, so that's his Easter egg. I remember that. And my daddy painted one. He painted this one in the back, blue and pink. He did a really good job at it. Then he started painting another one for some reason. I wasn't here. We had gone to get the goats something. And he started painting it, and he started painting the Easter egg black. So I redid his, that black one a different color. Anyway, you can keep these from your kids. I hope we'll be able to keep them. And remember, when we all had to stay inside, couldn't find eggs, so we made homemade eggs out of homemade dough. It'll be something to remember. So I can't wait to see y'all. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.